Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. We are here today to discuss the disaster that was the launch of the mystery booster product today. We're going to go over what happened and what they could have done right to actually make this work. Because overall, the product itself isn't terrible, but the way they chose to do things, the whole way this was rolled out, was a really, really poor idea in terms of execution. So for those of you who weren't aware, I don't remember how many weeks ago it was. It might have even been a month ago. I don't know. I kind of lose track of time when it comes to Magic the Gathering and all the different things we talk about. But some of you will remember I put out a video with the little black mystery pack booster. It's in the thumbnail of this video too. But anyways, all we got was the picture of the product. They refused to tell us anything about the product whatsoever. There was no information given. Any questions that were asked would just be met with, "It's a mystery, tee-hee, but you're really going to want to see it. Come on down to Richmond. It's going to be the only place that you can get your hands on these. To start with, it'll be the first event." So a lot of people decided to go out to it. And based on the reactions from people who were there in the live stream with me, there were a bunch of people who were like, "Oh, I'm so glad I did not go to Richmond for this." So what are the mystery packs? Let's talk about that before we talk about how they completely messed up how they would do this. Essentially, mystery packs are for chaos drafting. Do you not know what chaos draft is? Well, the idea behind chaos draft in the past was you would get random booster packs. So you could end up with something newer like a Dominaria pack or a Guilds of like Ravnica pack. You could end up with an old pack like Scourge or Return to Ravnica, whatever, anything like that. So it would basically just be like everybody has all these random packs. So instead of having your normal draft synergies, you have all kinds of craziness going on all over the place where it's like, you have no idea what you're going to get. Anything could happen. And in all honesty, chaos drafts are a whimsical, fun concept. I like the sort of less orderly, crazy, wild, you never know what's coming environment. It actually kind of speaks to the old days of Magic the Gathering when there weren't even lists of cards available and you just kind of had to deal with whatever was coming. Someone would play a card and you'd be like, "Wait, what is that?" Like that kind of a scenario. So chaos drafts are a big, this is what it's been explained to me. Chaos drafts are a big part of the bread and butter for Channel Fireball. And Channel Fireball are the ones who run the Magic Fest events. So these chaos drafts are a big deal. Now, old packs are a finite resource. It was explained to me, at least someone was theorizing, that what happened was Wizards of the Coast was running low on these old booster packs. But Channel Fireball needs them for the side events because, as far as I understand it, the side events are actually more profitable than the main events. But, so you have an event they need to keep going, but you've got a situation where the resources you need for it are drying up. So Wizards of the Coast needs to come up with a way to solve this problem. And that's where these chaos draft packs come in. So instead of picking 3 random packs, each pack is randomized across a wide variety of sets. We did a live reaction live stream basically where I was watching them open up these packs and I was going through the cards that we were seeing, and we saw a wide range of cards all the way back to even old bordered cards, although admittedly there were very few old bordered cards. So the packs basically break down a lot of them have the modern borders. I originally theorized that this was going to be designed to kind of support Pioneer, but it actually reaches back way further than what I expected. And it includes products that aren't regularly released in boosters. So you'll have Commander printings of things and other side product printings of things. They have all the different symbols. It's kind of weird because they chose to put all these different symbols from different sets, but it's not like they picked the first set for each one. So you'll see cards from like Ultimate Masters, which is a reprint set, and it's got the Ultimate Masters symbol on it. It's like, why aren't you just using the other version? Either way, those choices are minor things. That's not a problem with the product. In fact, the product itself is okay. It's not super exciting, in all honesty. It feels like repacks. At first, that was the initial reaction as well to people who were seeing it. We were all watching it and just going, So these are just repacks. Did they take a bunch of cards we started theorizing. Did they take a bunch of cards that they had sitting around in their warehouses, just crack a bunch of packs, mix them all around and shove them back into packs? Or did they buy a bunch of loose cards that people had, like did Channel Fireball sell them a bunch of stuff to build these packs with? Like, where exactly do the cards for these mystery packs come from? Well, it turns out, if you take a look at these mystery pack cards, they actually have a little Planeswalker symbol down in the corner. And that is because this is a fresh printing. Gavin showed up on Reddit to say, no, these are actual, like, we've done these reprints. They're not us just repackaging cards that previously existed. We are going ahead and printing new cards, and I don't mean new cards as in like stuff you haven't seen before, except for one exception we'll talk about, where it's just a bunch of reprints that look the same as they originally came out of packages from other sets, just with a tiny little symbol down on the bottom. I guess they just did that to show, look, we're printing new cards and not just foisting old garbage on you. But when people were opening the packs, it really did feel like old garbage. Now, there was some minor exceptions that changed the normal layout of a booster pack. The majority of the booster packs that I saw had 2 rares in them. So I think I may have just missed one of the rares in the first pack, but it looks like each pack has 2 rares in it, which is pretty funky. And they also have these weird playtest cards in them that have a very unfeel to the card. Now, I don't think that these are actually genuine playtest cards in terms of them giving you the original playtest cards, because they also have the little symbol stamp down there. So it looks like they either made up playtest cards for these packs, or they used playtest cards they had kicking around, but reprinted them essentially as official, unofficial cards, because you can't use these test cards in actual, like, constructed Magic the Gathering. They're not tournament legal. They're a weird blend of sometimes seeming like an uncard and sometimes just seeming like a regular card. So it feels like they probably did just grab a bunch of test prints they had kicking around and printed them as part of the set. Now, for me, if they had gone ahead and actually included a genuine test print card in each pack, that would have been a lot cooler. It would have made them unique. It would have made it feel special to the convention. I'm thinking that putting these test print cards into the pack is what makes it the convention edition, because mystery packs are apparently going to be done in multiple different iterations, and this is the convention edition. But the overall reaction to watching people open the packs was really, really underwhelming. The whole way they chose to do this was disastrous, because you start out without giving any real information, but essentially wanting us to get hyped about it. Like, get hyped, it's gonna be awesome, it's a mystery, it's gonna be awesome, get excited, it's gonna be great, we're really proud of this product, this kind of a thing, right? And then when it comes to the actual, like, announcement and display of this, it's done by Channel Fireball on Twitter. So they're doing a live stream on Twitter that was so low quality that it sounded like half the time the sound was cutting out, and it was like, grrr, and like all kinds of like sound issues, on top of the fact that the individual that they had like doing the announcing was not a good hype man. You were just listening to him going, oh my God, I feel like I'm at an assembly in like junior high or high school. You know, those mandatory, you have to go to the auditorium and you're just like, oh my God, you're not going to tell me anything that matters. Like, you're going to take forever to tell me nothing. And that's what happened. You had a lot of blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, this isn't building the hype. This is boring. Get to cracking the packs. So there's this long, overdrawn nonsense. Then we get to the point where they're packing they're going to crack the packs. We have to sit there and wait while somebody is recording it for Channel Fireball. The angle on the cards, the angle's not on the packs at all. It's just kind of showing the Channel Fireball deck box for a while. Then they start cracking the packs, and the most interesting stuff, like the crazy whatever cards that are at the beginning, the test print cards, just quickly get moved off the screen. Half the times the cards are over here. So it was just done in like what feels like a really low budget way. Like, Channel Fireball is a big company. They shouldn't be doing things as poorly as I do them here. You know what I mean? Like, my channel's a pretty laid back, lax kind of place. They should have higher production values when it comes to a big reveal like these mystery packs. So what we're seeing is a low quality like stream / recording of not very inspiring cards. If they had told people ahead of time this was a chaos draft, then we wouldn't have all sat there going, this is just repacks. Are they literally just taking the garbage out of the... It looked like they went to like the rummage magic box at like some game store and just started shoveling it into packs going, we can sell it to them twice. Like they did not manage people's expectations properly. So we don't have all the information about this set. Granted, there will be people who are like, wait until we have all the information to make any judgments. But that's not how it works. You can't go, oh, we've got a mystery coming. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, the mystery's happening this day. All right. And then it's just like, okay, here's the information. But don't judge it on that. Like literally there's a Reddit post where they literally just posted as mystery packs equals repacks. That's it. And there's a bunch of people coming and responding to it going, take this post down. They're not reprints. They're new prints because they have the little symbol down there. It's not reprints. And the moderators had to add a little statement at the bottom that says, just a quick FYI, Mystery Packs is a chaos/cube draft. That's all the excitement there is about it. So they had to put a post at the top of this Reddit thread saying, look, we're not going to delete this post because the title is somewhat inaccurate. There's just going to be a bunch more that are popping up with similarly inaccurate comments because that's how most people felt. They just went, so you're selling us repacks. And that's on Wizards of the Coast. They could have said, we're doing a mystery pack release. It's going to be Chaos Cube Draft, right? And it's going to be great. We will show you the cards on date X. We will have our grand reveal of the cards on date X. That's way people know what it is and they can go, all right, cool. Like I'm interested in what this might be. But there are going to be people who genuinely feel like they had their hype build up for nothing. You can actually see it when you go and read through the post. People are like, this isn't worth my time. And so then you have Gavitt showing up in the Reddit post and going, hold on though, hold on. You haven't seen the full list of reprints. You shouldn't judge it until you see the whole thing and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no, look, man, this is on you. You decided to present it to us in this way. You decided to go, we're not going to give you any information. So all people could do is make a judgment about the little tiny bit of information we were given by watching somebody open 6 booster packs haphazardly with no real presentation skills enacted. I don't know who it was who did that, but they weren't paying attention to keeping the cards in frame. They weren't paying attention to making sure that you got a good chance of seeing each card. Like I was trying to read out each card as we went along for the people who were watching along with me. And at some points it was just like, what are you doing? This is the world's first view of mystery packs. The first view after making us wait for like a month and letting the hype build up to a frenzy. This is what happens. This is a disastrous way to launch a product. There was like 120 people in my live stream today. Now, admittedly, that's a small sample size, but I have a wide range of different people who come by and hang out. And the reaction was pretty much a universal, meh. That's not a good reaction when you build up the hype train and then you don't deliver. So what I want to do tonight, my friends, is I'm going to do a live stream and we're going to go over the test print cards because there's going to be a spoiler list of those and I'm genuinely interested to see those. The way that they released this was so underwhelming that even though I saw a picture of Mana Crypt, I'm still like, let's give me the hiccups. I'm just like, who cares? Like the fact that you have to come along and go, whoa, wait guys, wait, don't judge it until you see all the cards. If that's how you feel about it, then why didn't at the same time you had this grainy garbage release video, why didn't you put up an article where you hyped us about it? Like for real, where it's like, here, we'll give you actual information. Here's what it is. Here's the print size. Here's the list of cards. But no. You wanted to play this game. And this whole like, oh, I know you're not excited now, but you'll be happy later. Same kind of nonsense they pulled with us with Iconic Masters. We're like, Iconic Masters sucked. Sorry, guys. But Masters 25 is going to be the set you wanted. And then Masters 25 comes out and we're like, this sucks. Like these Magic hype men, they suck at their jobs. They're not good at it. They don't, like Magic's an amazing product. I love Magic the Gathering. I can't believe how poorly this was executed. Honestly. Failure after failure. Oko's running rampant in Standard. Speaking of Oko, that reminds me. I have elk shirts. Do you want to be a 3/3 elk? It's right there on your beautiful chest. Well, guess what? I got the shirt for you. Elk it on up in style. Take a look at my Teespring merch, which is located below. Either you'll see a merchandise shelf or you'll see a link in the description. Check it out. I have multiple variations of merch. The elk merch just got released today. It's going to be a limited edition commemorative thing for us to all remember the time of Oko. So at a certain point, these shirts and other items will no longer be available for sale. So you're going to want to grab them while you can. They're pretty cool. I really like them. Shout out to Sam Hain Prop for the design that he did on them. And while I'm at it, let me mention, I just released a hilarious new video on my second channel. So if you want to have a laugh after having a groan over what they've done with the mystery packs, I invite you. Come on over to my second channel. I appreciate the time that we spent together. So again, tonight we will do a mystery pack live stream going over all the spoiled stuff. We'll take a deep dive into it because there's no way I'm going to do a video going over all the cards they put in this set. It's not going to be worth it. It's all just repack nonsense. So that to me, it's just, this is repack masters. We have no idea what the frequency of the good cards are going to be and how undervalued the set is or overvalued. All I know is that these packs will cost more than regular packs. And so far it doesn't feel like it's worth it. So we'll see. Maybe my opinion will change. Keep in mind, this is all initial opinions, initial perspectives, and that's Wizard's fault. So thanks for coming by, everybody. Again, go check out my other channel, Funny Times, Good Times. Thanks for being here. Big shout out to all my patrons and channel members. And remember, together, we are the Sixth Color of Magic.